Okay. Hey there, bee. Nothing that's big news right now. Millie seems to be on the up and up, generally speaking. Thank you, Discord. Had a busy day. Jesus. Well, that's the wrong weapon. But other than that, nothing really spectacular going on. Been relatively tired today. Actually, that's being pretty generous, honestly. Yeah, well, there's more to it than, I mean, I just hadn't slept well the past few days, and then there were complications this morning that caused me to lose sleep. So, yeah, it was just a shitty night. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm doing alright for now. Oh, fuck. Everything's broken, but not completely weird. Here you don't want to eat or drink. Definitely not sleep. This is Dr. Brooke. If anyone finds this, know that I'm alive and looking for a way out. I need help. Okay. chain gun is a little damaged, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm glad too. It's weird. Mine only help a little bit for me, actually. It's not anything that happens quickly either. Like, they don't really affect me unless I take them or don't take them for a few days. Bye-bye, Cyber Pig. Finally watched the Steven Universe movie today. It was alright. Vicky's death, cremation. Parties responsible, George. Yeah, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It didn't have the level of quality. Yeah, found a crystal, okay. That I had come to associate with most of the show. Sorry, big guy. I didn't mean to... It hasn't even been that long, dude. Calm your shit. Ouch. Spikes. The biggest thing I think was the writing felt really weak. Like the plot was really contrived. I guess you could say that. Like, it wasn't overly complicated, but it wasn't that great. Whoops. Well, that's gone. And, I don't think I really need the health zone right now. Ah! Hey, I'm going down to see the doggies, then I'll ask Mr. Albert to bring me back. I'm bored here. It was simple, but I think given how the show's gone, I think it worked well for it. I was going in expecting to hate it. I was actually surprised. I love Spinell, like legit new fave character. I love Sketchy Elastic character. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine. She was a fun character, but the whole thing about everybody losing their memories. It's like, okay. It felt like, you know what, it'll be easy if we just retell everybody's origin story in a different way. That'll be fun. It just felt lazy to me. And then the thing is, like, to me, Steven didn't exactly feel like Steven. She was kind of added like an afterthought too. Yeah, like how fanfic writers throw in their own. Yes, yes. And I understand they need to fit her in at the last second, because how do you have something that you know? How can you have a threat when it seems like everybody's getting along? You know. Just want to have all this figured out. I shouldn't have been in a hurry. Of course, after the whole backstory was like, Jesus, Pink Diamond is a dick. You're done with your playthings, so you're just gonna throw them away, like. Wish there was some sort of a map function in here. It wasn't just amnesia, yeah. I don't know, Steve's personality of this. Trying to keep on his youthful optimism, but fighting against this sense of pointless hope. Well, for me, it was more like, you've got, you know, Steven's trying to fix this thing, And it's constantly like, yeah, let's get Spinel to fix the thing. She's got to remember. And then that's always the, like, driving thing, you know, with this is, gotta save the world, which is like, yes, that is important. But throughout the entire series, the whole thing about Steven is that he's a caring individual. That's what, like, is his redeeming feature. And in this, it's like, zero fucks were given about Spinel. When he's helping everybody remember who they are, he should have been, including, like, Reset Spinel in all their interactions. Giving initially incorrect assignments, conclusion temporarily lock up the offending party so they can think about what they've done. Guilty parties Dr. Knuckle, Ebert, Simon, compiled by Lilith. Like, he just... Fuck. That's not what I wanted to do. Fuck. It would be great if I were to stop hurting myself. What did I just say? It would be great if I were to... What now? Why did I take damage from that? Oh, that was a... No, that was a barrel. That wasn't anything else. Okay. He's got some spiders stuck in the platform. That's funny. Alex even personality in this, trying to keep on his youthful optimism, but finding it's like this legit how I've been feeling for a long time. I think he cared about Spinel. Spinel was just looking for a reason to lose trust again. Well, no, but like every time you see his interactions with... What the hell? Game just goes and drops a bunch of enemies off a ledge at me. Victor, we need to talk about the girl. I can't take this anymore. We need to tell him. Meet me in the boiler room. And I get what you're saying, like... Go into the portal. Maybe it's blah, 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 blah. Okay. Oh, boy. And you're right, yeah, she's quick to That's what I remember now. How did that happen? Why wasn't I there for her? But I mean, that's the nature of losing trust, you know? Oh, great. When you lose trust in someone or something, it's you know, a challenge to bring it back, especially if you've been hurt. The worse you've been hurt, the longer it takes and the easier you are to fall back to that mindset. I mean, I understand that. Oh. Well, that sucked. If they would have had some indication where the, like, death barrier is, that would have been nice, but oh well, I guess I'll just die. I don't know, it just seemed that, like, for how caring Steven usually is. Oh, come on. He's always looking to do the right thing and help whoever, but in this one case, it's like, nope, nope, we only need her for, let's just use it for saving the planet. Why not? That'll do, right? I mean, I know that wasn't the only thing he did actually care about it, but he just... One of his big things was that he was always considerate, and in this case he just wasn't. Why the fuck is that music playing? I never got that from more like he put his attention to something for a minute and she took it as being abandoned again. I think he was stressed. His home was being destroyed. He couldn't turn to his main friends for help. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and you're right on some of that, but I mean, I get all that, but I don't know, it just didn't feel like, again, him being considerate the way he normally would. I get that he has a lot that he's focusing on, but you know, it's kind of apparent, like, what Spinell is. And even if he doesn't know her entire history, you know, I mean, this is almost what already happened with Pearl on some level regarding Greg, you know. Oh, fuck. Losing Pink Diamond to Greg, so, you know. I don't know, to me it just seemed... Yeah, it seemed like it didn't fit that well. Watch that part of the movie, I guess. Like Stephen having to atone for his mother's sins is the theme. I don't think it's fair to hold him to a flaw. No, I'm not saying flawless. It's just that that was... Whoa. Him being considerate was such a core part of who he's been the entire show. It goes against character. And maybe... I mean, he said himself that, you know, he lost part of who he was since he had been kind of... what's the word I'm looking for? Whoops. It isn't, the word isn't sedentary, but it's close to it. You know, he got his happily ever after, so he's just been kind of not working with challenges or dealing with anything that he normally would. And that causes people to lose their edge. A lot of the time this is in a, you know, like a combat sense, but it can be with any skill. Man, I'm trying to... the word eludes me! Focusing on the ending instead of the journey. Thought he didn't have any more work to do and could just relax. Yeah. I mean, that's part of it. And, you know, like, the way he's drawn, the way he sounds, you can tell that, you know, a fair amount of time has gone past. If everything has been peaceful, there's been no conflict, you know, somebody who's good with conflict resolution will, you know, not necessarily think about that. Fuck. They won't think about it and what it entails. Even if it is something that is generally, like, in their nature. So, I mean, I guess I can kind of get it in that regard. If that's the case, but it's... I don't know. Hey there, RX. How's it going? Two years is still enough for somebody to lose some of their edge. So try to play games, but you can't play them. Which one did you try to play? Was it some of the ones for like the consoles, or was it the stuff like AM2R or Yume Nikki? Okay. Then what we'll need to do is get together. I mean, did you just try double-clicking the games, or did you open or install one of the other programs and then try to open them with that? Okay, so what you need to do is you need to take one of the, like, every folder for that set of games has a program that runs them. You need to run the program first, and then while you're in the program, select open in the game you want to play, and then it should work. There is a way to make it so that you can just double-click the game, but that's something that you need to set up on your computer manually. And, honestly, it's more trouble than it's worth. I think what I'll need to do is at some point, we need to figure out a time, and I can remotely connect to your system and walk you through it. Or even, you know, oh, fuck. You know what I can do is I can compile a small... Ah, dang it. No! No, no, no! Don't die now. Do not die now. Jesus. No. Get the health, get the health, get the health! Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. Either I can connect to yours and walk you through it, or I can do it on my end and use that to, like, show you how you'd wanna make it work. But it's do you have anything like a Word document, like on your computer? Do you have Word or WordPad or anything? You can, like, open up Word, and then when you're in the Word program, you can select open and a Word document. It's kind of like that. And if you don't get that, that's fine. That's totally okay. Oh, great. So where do I need to go to activate? Plug in the... And I'll just pop underneath. Do you have game pads for your computer? Like USB style controllers? Because that'll be a lot easier for everything, but if not, then that's fine. You can always worry about that after the fact. Or if you have like a Switch Pro controller, you can actually do that too. As long as you have Bluetooth on there. Oof, am I back? 43, unbelievable. It's great to hear your voice. Damn, Lilith. You know anything happy yet? I am. I didn't you say anything the whole time. What do you mean? I went into the portal and lost you. Oh, well, you were gone for 10 years. 10 years? Is that possible? I have no idea, but I guess so. Speaking, the market will not be working due to being sabotaged. The rebels are acting out against their own brothers. Well, now we play a game called Everyone You Know Is Dead. Oh my, okay, okay. You know what? Let's just go through the door. Well, in an attempt to get plenty of mutagen to get power-ups and such, I kind of fucked myself just now. Cool! We went from One Dog Story to Fallout, apparently. Mushroom? Stupid spiders just walking over spikes. That's why you don't walk over spikes. Protocol journals for meetings, incidents, etc. Force compliance. Responsible parties, Lilith. Ugh. That spider just shot through the floor. Okay. I didn't even see how much that upgrade cost. I should have paid attention. 15? Okay, so... it's not any worse than the previous time. Have I gone in here yet? I think I have. No, I guess I haven't. Okay, never mind. So how things been otherwise, RX? Anything new or exciting happening? My head is spinning. A lot has changed since you left. Brace yourself, okay? Got it. Is everyone alright? Sort of. What does that mean? Albert seized power and built an army. He's up to something. Got together for the yearly celebration in honor of Albert! Oh, so Albert has built an underground dystopian dictatorship. Having just watched Invader Zim the other day, all I can think is, worship Albert! Worship me! Same old, same old. Oh well. I mean... Ah! Ah! You know what, I just saved. I just wanted to see what was up the pipe. I didn't expect to get jumped by a bunch of flying drones. And I'm not going into a new area, just all fucked up, so. If you're still working, still breathing, still got your girl, that's a lot to be thankful for, right? Or at least a fair amount. Ah! I didn't want to just walk through the... Oh, no. There goes all the power-ups on my weapon. Something has to be decided about food and waste. There aren't many people, though there are more and more of these dogs. We got lucky that nothing happened to the generators. I've already had to spend half the day cleaning out Lilith's database. Something about the dogs. Man, I really need to clean this. The controller's starting to stick in some directions. I don't like that. I feel like the movie could have been better. I watched it with my girl and we were like, meh. What, Steven Universe movie? Oh, the Zim movie. I thought it was decent. I mean, yeah, they could have done more, but there were... I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind if I'm trying to elude something and I just get stuck walking to the side because my controller's being an idiot. I'm gonna. I mean, you watched the original show, right? Yeah. Let's see here. Give me just a moment here. I have misplaced my rubbing alcohol. Actually, wait a minute. I might have an idea where it is. There we are. Really? This is actually the other way around for me. I thought, well, okay, Zim wasn't amazing. I liked it. It didn't blow my mind, but it was good. It was fun. I like the Steven Universe movie too, but I thought the writing in it was a little bit lazy. B and I were talking about it earlier. She enjoyed it. I thought the thing with having to, remind everybody of who they were, well, it wasn't necessarily bad, but the way they did it was essentially just a rehashing, a retell of their origin stories. And then Stephen felt rather unthoughtful compared to his normal self. But we were also getting into how it's been 2 years since the series wrapped up, and he even talked about how he lost some of his connection to his past with learning how to change things, and that in turn may have led to his lack of concern for Spinel right off the bat, the way he normally would have. Okay, so I have let let me swap this over to, if I can. I don't know, it's locked on the screen. Hold on. So it's the thumbstick that's sticking, right? Now, if you're dealing with the D-pad, that's a bit more difficult. But the thumbstick here, it's sticking. And what would happen is I would press this way, and it would just stay like that. And what's occurring is, and it's going to be difficult to get, but I've already cleaned up most of it. Along the shaft, right next to the inside here, is you get a little ring around there. And then this sort of bevel on the, let me try with my other finger, this bevel right here. I think that's the right word. That rim, as you rotate the stick around, it causes the two to build up dust between them, dust and gunk and all sorts of garbage. So all I'm doing is taking a Q-tip, rubbing alcohol, and I just dip the Q-tip in the rubbing alcohol. I wring out the excess on the back of my hand, and then I just go and start swabbing first around that ring, and then around the top of that. And I've got most of it already, like I said. You can tell when it's starting to not just stick, but the way it's sticking, because it becomes like tacky. It's almost like if you've ever had can't think of a good example. It sticks, but only a little bit. Like, it's gross, but I run into it the most when I'm working with somebody's computer and they like never wash their mouse. It has all this grime built up around where their fingers sit, which is the oil and dead skin cells from their hands, and it'll build up a lot on the underside of the mouse along these little pads, because as they run their wrist across the desk, that crap goes on the desk and then it gets picked up by the underside of the mouse. So when the mouse starts to, like, it doesn't move smoothly, it does this sort of like when you try and move it gently. That's what it feels like, and that's why I was able to identify what was happening, even though it wasn't exactly the same thing. Anyway, it took about one Q-tip to clean it out, and it might be a little hard to see here, but all this black garbage that I got on both ends of it is what had been built up around that rim and around the shaft of the control stick. It's kind of gross how much garbage comes off human hands. Now, if it starts to stick again anytime soon, then that's a more serious problem. But you know, when that happens, I guess I could cover how to clean that as well, right? Oh no. Okay. Saving to go to DR. What is DR? go. Oh, Dominican Republic. Okay. Now I follow. My friend who lives in Pennsylvania, he works for a company that basically builds and sells wearable defibrillators. So if somebody has a heart problem, they can, if they're waiting to, like, let's say, get a pacemaker put in, if anything goes wrong in the meantime, like their heart stops, this thing goes and revives them. And, he gets extra pay because he can speak Spanish, which is a rarity out in Pennsylvania. And they especially use him to call Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico to try and reclaim these things when people are done with them. So I clearly told you to stop growing these creatures. There's no management, no one can stand up for you. So, are you threatening me? No, I'm just giving you a friendly reminder of how your staff is feeling. Right now I'm more worried about the resources you're wasting. You shouldn't be. That should be the last thing on your mind. What are you talking about? Management is gone. Nobody can get to the surface. People probably lost their loved ones forever. But you're here with your family. No, you wouldn't dare. Me? Never, but the rest of them. Yeah. Yeah, he earns an extra, like, $1 something per hour just because he can speak Spanish and get them from those areas. Okay. Great, now I get to lose those items. So tired of looking for answers. Life was simpler when I didn't have these flashes of memory. He thinks, reflecting on the 6 hours he's been alive. Everything that happened is too hard. Okay, so a gaming chair is nice. I had to report immediately to the main square in order to fix the problem and take care of its effects. The thing about a gaming, I mean, like, I went with just a regular, like, did I make a mistake? What? Why are the pigs not damaged by lasers? Pigs should be damaged by lasers. Oh, fuck. Not gonna lie, that's one of the things that pisses me off about this game. You should not take damage when you touch the side of spikes. The tips, the points, fine. But you hit the side? No, sorry. That is not a damage-dealing portion. That's not how spikes work! Well, that's that. Oh no, it's still sticking a bit. Okay, so I have deeper repairs to do. If it's still sticking after you clean it up, then it means that there's something down actually inside. I really don't want to fuck with that tonight. It's not as bad, which is good. Might even be some of that garbage is actually like in there, which is contributing to the problem, but so you're telling me okay. Dead little piggies. Alright. You know what, I'm gonna do that again, actually, because now that I thought ahead, I can actually pass this much more easily. So I ran with an office chair for a long while. In fact, I should, at some point, put that on stream and show you what it was. That's what my girlfriend uses now. You get a half-decent office chair, one that has, like, just some comfy cushions in it, and you've got probably more than half your cushioning needs for gameplay resolved. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now I will say I do notice a difference, rather large difference, between a gamer chair and an office chair. A gamer chair is softer, better support, and fuck. That's oh, right into the laser. Perfect. Cool. Nice. All right. If you've got the money to spend on a gamer chair, you will not regret it. But they tend to be really expensive. I got mine on special. I got really lucky. And I think it was only... Shit, what was it? I'll have to look. It was like 200 or 300. Why the hell am I taking the lift down here? Oh, you know what? I can do this. And I can do this. And I'll just drop. I know, I'm trying to cheese the system right now. I'm trying to save as many resources as I can. As I can. That'll do. One little hit is not a big deal. The Trotanda gang last week they got Jeremy out. Think he was coming back. Would mind if I came over to you? It's a little creepy being alone. You your answer under my door if I'm not there. Fucking Albert and his dystopian army of monster blob things. Down with Albert. Who is he to push us around? He's the only one who's been to the surface, so why do we trust him so much? Support the rebellion! I'm running low on resources. I know you, another one of the dictator's mongrels. Seriously. Oh no, I'm fucked now. No, I don't want to immunize my computer right now. Thank you. Well, I was wondering. We'd only seen those things like once before, so it was cool to see the like rat dudes come back. Oh, well, I've changed 42. I'm so sorry. Can I fix what happened to us? Why? Albert needs to answer. I can't. Yeah, it's getting out of hand. I can't play the game like this. Are you in here or something? No, I'm not from around here. Where are you from then? On second thought, you don't have an answer. I don't really care. Alright, well... I think I am going to quit the game here and try to fix this gamepad. Maybe. I don't know if I really want to do that tonight. 12:37. I don't know. Whatever. I'll keep drinking and figure it out. But it's just getting worse. So I can't put up with it. It's gonna drive me nuts. So thanks for stopping by. I guess that's it. Take care, everyone.